Hi, my name is Brad Clayson. I'm the property manager at Candy View Crossing Apartments, and I am so happy to introduce Eric Betcher as one of this year's winners of the Personal Touch Award. I have worked with Eric for a little over 2 years now. He is so diligent, so hardworking, and pays attention to every little detail. And one of his great desires is to make sure that people are happy, that they're taken care of. And a specific case is with Chloe. She's an older resident, had recently moved in, and she had moved into a first floor apartment. She's partially scooter dependent, and there's out her back door is a patio that she can use for an entry and an exit. And the scooter, when she would drive it across, there were some rocks in between the sidewalk and her patio, and it really jostled her. And Eric one day was cleaning, and he saw her driving her scooter across and was concerned about what this would do to her over time. So he immediately came to my office, sat down with me, and we tried to figure out a solution to be able to best help Chloe with her scooter, with her transportation. We looked online and we could not find any ramp solutions that would be available within a month. So then he got up and went to Lowe's and purchased the supplies necessary to build a ramp. Chloe was not aware that this was going to happen. This is something that we were just going to do because we saw a need. And I was really worried because we couldn't find something, but again, Eric, he took it upon himself. He went and he purchased those supplies. He started to go and build the ramp, and he actually got caught by Chloe right towards the tail end. As Chloe caught Eric building the ramp for her, it really helped her to feel welcome. It helped her to feel that she was going to be okay here. This was a difficult situation for her as her husband had recently passed. So she was moving out of the home that her and her husband had been together for a long, long amount of time. And she came here, and having this simple act, this not so simple act done for her, really helped her to feel that she was going to be okay here, that she could be happy here amidst the loss of her husband. She actually took the time and hand wrote a letter that I'd love to share with you. She said, I met Eric on the day that I moved in. He helped me in several ways to get settled. One of the ways that he helped me is I needed a ramp off my patio for my scooter. He built one for me. Not just some little thing, but wide and really nice. He went beyond what was asked for. Eric has continued to be very nice to me. I have met his wife and children, and they are also very nice. You are very lucky to have such a great person working for you. And this type of situation is something that Eric doesn't get recognized for nearly enough. This is not a one-off situation. This is who he is as a person. He's very caring, he's very loving. He wants to make sure that people are happy as they live at our community. Eric, I want to congratulate you for being one of the annual award winners for the Personal Touch Award. You are such a dedicated and hardworking employee. So many of your actions and things you do each day go unnoticed, go unseen. And I may not see all of them, but I do feel that I see most of them because of how much you do help me, how much you alleviate and take stress off of me, how much you support me in my career and also personal life. Eric, I have worked with you for a long time and do really consider you one of my best friends, and really do appreciate everything that you have done for me and done for this community, for your coworkers. And I again want to congratulate you for being one of the annual Personal Touch Award winners.
I'm Carrie King, and I am the general manager at the Home to Shrew in Ogden, Utah. And we are so excited to announce Kara Cross winning the Personal Touch Award in our building. And Paul, there's more to come. Let me tell you a little bit about Kara and the background of the story. A couple had come in, and Kara got speaking with them and found out that they were in town because their daughter was adopting a baby. And they didn't have a lot of money because they were spending it on adoption agencies and trying to have their own baby. And Kara had took it upon herself to run out to the store, and she ransacked the clearance aisle at TJ Maxx and purchased a bunch of gifts for this little boy. Come to find out, he is 3. And she had gave the gifts to the grandparents, and they just were blown away that a stranger would do this for someone that they don't even know. And they invited her to the virtual baby shower, and the parents of the little boy, and here's this little boy sitting on mom's lap, and everybody's crying and smiling, and they were like, who are these people in this video? And the grandparents had told them about the hotel that they were staying at, and that Kara had taken upon herself to be a part of their celebration and wanted to give them gifts. And she just couldn't believe that strangers would do that for somebody they had never even met. Kara, we are so excited that you won the Personal Touch Award in our building, and we are very thankful that you are a part of our hospitality family. And we just love you and thank you for being such a genuine, kind-hearted person.
Hi, my name's Thaddeus Falls, and I'm super excited to announce this year's winner of the annual Personal Touch Award. Her name's Kirsty Collins, and luckily enough, she comes from Lehigh Tech Apartments, where she's been able to experience a wonderful story with a resident named Mr. Henry. Mr. Henry suffered a stroke about 5 years ago, and because of this, he isn't able to participate in all of the daily activities of his daughter's lives. One of those activities over the summer was that they were visiting our pool very frequently. And it was a struggle for Kirsty to watch their father, Mr. Henry, sit on the poolside and not participate with them in the pool, nor were they able to swim. They didn't know how. So after seeing this go on for a couple of days, Kirsty offered herself selflessly to teach these little gals how to swim. And not only were they nervous, intimidated, but they were excited. And Mr. Henry was able to be there for every step of the way. He did everything he could by purchasing them swimming equipment, floaties, goggles. They would come to the pool every week, every Thursday, with their faces completely covered in sunscreens and big smiles, because they were ready for the love that Kirsty was ready to give them.
The Henry family actually wrote a letter to Kirsty, and they said, "Dear Kirsty, we want to take a moment to let you know how much you're appreciated. Thank you for being such a great swim coach for Paulina and Jasmine. Our family are more than grateful to you. Few people possess the considerate, unselfish, and helping heart that you have. You're such a wonderful person. May God bless you more. My girls adore you and love you, Kirsty. Sincerely, the Henry family." Kirsty, from our team, we want to tell you thank you. It's made a huge difference for us here to be able to know that at work, we have the freedom to show love to our residents, because you've been an example of that. Not only have you served them, but there's been lots of times where you've served us. And as a team, that's helped us to love each other, to respect each other, and to have a great place to work. So congratulations, Kirsty. We love you and we're grateful for you.
I'm Ken Newman. I'm the Executive Director of Legacy House of Taylorsville. It's my pleasure to acknowledge Michelle Cockayne as one of this year's annual Personal Touch Award winners. In my experience, Michelle is one of the most compassionate and caring employees that we have in our facility. We had a resident in our facility named Nellie, and she had a dog named Buddy. And Buddy was a very old dog, probably about 17 years old. She, of course, loved this dog immensely, and the dog really had lived a long and great life, but was really ending his life pretty quickly, and we all knew that that was coming, but what we didn't know is that Nellie would end up getting COVID. So she got COVID as the dog was also wrapping up his life, and unfortunately, she had to go to a different facility, so she wasn't able to be here with the dog. So this is where Michelle stepped in. She volunteered to take Buddy home with her and take care of him until Nellie was able to return from the COVID facility. Buddy is Nellie's companion, and it meant the world to her that she was able to know that the dog was cared for those 14 days and even have a hope that he would be here when she returned from those 14 days of being gone from the facility. It really meant everything to Nellie during that time. Because of Michelle's big heart, she was able to help Nellie to see Buddy again at the end of Buddy's life. And Buddy actually did pass away just at the end of the day when Nellie returned to the facility and was able to spend some time with Buddy. Having a companion means a lot to Nellie. When she lost her companion, there was, fortunately at the time, another family who was looking to place a dog with a loving companion. This dog's name is Maverick. When the dog was brought to the facility and first saw Nellie, the dog ran over to her, jumped up in her lap, and stayed there, just refused to leave. And we knew at that point that Nellie had found her next companion. Michelle really sets the example for how we would like to have everybody treated in our facility, from staff members to family members to residents or just anybody who walks through the door. She really does set the example of having a kind and caring heart, and that's really what gives our facility the feeling that you feel when you walk through those doors. Michelle, I just want to thank you for the work that you put into this facility, for the caring, the kindness, the compassion for everyone that comes through the door, whether it's a family member, a staff member, somebody who's touring, one of our residents, because everyone knows that the heart that you put in is what it is that makes this facility have the feeling that it has. The kindness and the compassion that they feel when they walk through the door starts at your office, right in front of this facility. And I just want to express my gratitude to you for all of that heart that you put in this facility, because everybody feels it. And I want to congratulate you on this award because you deserve it. This is indicative of what you do every day, and thank you.
My name is Jake Webster. I'm the general manager here at the Hilton Garden Inn and Davis Conference Center, and I am so excited to announce that Sophia is one of the recipients of this year's Personal Touch Award and a two-time award winner. So this story is extremely special for all of us. There was an individual who worked with us. His name is Yang. He was here doing an internship with BYU Hawaii, and so he was here during all of the summertime from China, trying to get real-life experience in our industry. And one day he was working with us, one of his first days he was working with us, and he had really nice shoes on. Probably a little bit too nice for the type of work that he was doing. And so you could visibly see he was really uncomfortable walking around and kind of hobbling. And Sophia, being the tender-hearted person that she is, she recognized and saw in him that he was struggling and asked, "Hey, what shoe size do you have?" And he told her and kind of didn't think anything else about it. And then within the next hour, she comes back, had recently bought shoes from a nearby department store to make him more comfortable in his job and give him the tools he needed to succeed. And so it was extremely tender-hearted on her part to recognize that he was struggling with something, and really went and took the time to connect with him in that special way. Sophia is such a kind-hearted person. She really embodies everything about personal touch. She really goes out of her way to make sure everyone feels like family, really connects with our staff, and this is just another example of something that she does for everyone that she comes in contact with. He sent me a text about that exchange. He said, "When I first started working in the conference center, Sophia embraced me with love and care. She took me in like family. She set great examples for me as a manager and a friend. When I just started working, I didn't have proper shoes to wear. She was the one who noticed that I was struggling and bought a pair of shoes before I could even say no. She is an awesome person and a great friend."
Speaking of Sophia, I had to say that she was one of the best coworkers I have ever worked with. She is smart, funny, and responsible. She set great examples for me as manager and, of course, a friend. She is an awesome person and a great friend. This award couldn't have given to another person but her. Mahalo.
Zofia, congratulations. You earned this, not just through this story, but with what you do every single day. We have a long list of clients and team members that are just so thankful for you and for your kind heart and always reaching out and connecting with our staff and everything that you do. So thank you so much and congratulations on this award.
My name is Candace Anderson. I'm the Assistant General Manager of the Spring Hill Suites in Logan, Utah. I'm excited to announce that the Spring Hill Suites team has been nominated for the Personal Touch Team Award this year. I was working the desk one morning in October, and this lady came down and asked if I could put balloons in her room for her grandson's birthday. And of course, wanted to jump on that. When I looked at why she was staying here, I actually discovered they were here for a funeral. And got to talking to her more, and it was actually her father-in-law's funeral, and the funeral was on her grandson's 7th birthday. It broke my heart, and I knew we could do more than just put balloons in his room. So I got the staff together and said, what can we do? And they all jumped on board. Housekeeping went in and cleaned the room, discovered that he had stuffed animals and a blanket, and so they made his bed up. Just so cute with all of his stuff. And another coworker came with me, and we had actually had the chance to talk to the grandmother a little bit more and find out what he liked. He was wearing a Minecraft shirt, and I asked him what he liked, and she filled us in. He liked Legos and dinosaurs and stuff. So my coworker and I, we just had the chance to have a little bit of fun. We bought all kinds of just small little gifts for him, found dinosaur decorations. So we put balloons and decorations all over the bed, got him a little brownie, had some cards, but we didn't want the grandparents to feel like they were neglected as well. These were two very different, very emotional events going on in their family. So we actually got them flowers and a card to let them know that we understood. We've been there, we understand, but we wanted that little boy's memories to be of a good memory for his birthday after the funeral. And the next morning, she came down and was talking to the front desk staff, and she had actually brought a card for us. And I have to just kind of read you a little bit of what she said. She says, by your selfless act of kindness that you showered upon my grandson, as well as my husband and I, we will never stay at anywhere else when we come to Cache Valley. And she says, never has a hotel ever impressed me the way you have. And just the staff pulling together to make that difference for her. I could not work with a better staff. I could not be more proud of them for jumping in and helping us to make that a special memory for her as well as her grandson. She called her daughter and just told her how much a difference that made, and they were all just overwhelmed. They could not believe that we would do something insignificant to us was huge to them. And to me, that's all what personal touch is about. Congratulations, Spring Hill Suites. This is what personal touch is about. I could not be more proud of you and my team for stepping in and taking that extra step to make somebody else's stay better and memorable. And you guys 100% deserve this, and I appreciate you all.